Hello guys, what's going on? Welcome to another vlog of ours. The topic of this vlog is going to be relationship goals.
Relationship goals, obviously. It comes with so many things you can bring out of that relationship goals. In fact, I'm sure you've heard that terminology at some point. So let's
on Twitter,
get into
Facebook, Instagram. First of all, a little bit of an introduction, because why we dressed like this.
We just came back from a wedding and it was really nice.
See how much we care for you guys. We just came back from a wedding and it was like, you know what? Though we're, tired, hungry, well, we just came from the ceremony, we still have to go to reception.
Yeah, so we're just taking a little breather whilst
we thought to give you guys your vlog.
Yes.
So today's topic is relationship goals. What are relationship goals?
To be honest, I only just recently.
She doesn't really. Okay, let me put it down. She doesn't really. She's not really so active on social media. So Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Like she does have a Facebook and a Twitter and an Instagram account, but she's not really.
I'm not
really. Active.
Yeah, I'm not really active on it. I just don't really like sharing too much of my life.
Indeed.
I mean, I don't mind it, but I'm not one of those people that does 5 posts every day. Like you'd be lucky to get within 1 post out of me.
A month, 1 post a month.
Yes.
Well, of course, I'm into the whole, from a media background, so that's why you see a lot from me.
Yeah.
But yes, okay, so enough of that.
Yeah.
What are relationship goals? Because there's a lot of people online.
I know comment relationship goals under a picture, on a particular picture, or under something. Like you always see that one person or quite a few people commenting relationship goals. I've never done it. Have you ever done it?
Never.
Okay, so what's your take on it?
I really don't know. I think it's not a bad thing to have a relationship goal.
Yeah.
But I think some people are missing the goal.
Yeah, they're missing the point of the relationship goal. I think most of it is just like you see a cute picture of a couple, or you see them in a nice, setting or nice clothes.
Indeed.
Swagger, everything like that, and then you say, "Oh, relationship goals."
Or you see a guy with a stroller, pushing his kid with his wife beside him, and you're like, "Oh, relationship goals."
Exactly, but you don't really know the ins and out of that relationship. You don't even know whether that is a happy relationship. Fair enough, the picture looks like a happy photograph, but you don't know what is actually going in within that relationship. And of course, you can't really know, but that's fine. That's beyond the point.
Indeed.
What we're saying is that.
First of all, do we have relationship goals?
Yes. You got something in your face. I don't know what that is, but.
I just say you want to touch me.
I want to touch you. Do we have relationship goals? Hell yeah, we have relationship goals.
Yeah.
What are our goals? Our goals are basically.
Let's break it down. I think we'll get a bit too fast. What are our relationship goals? Actually, I think as time goes on, our relationship goals kind of evolves in a sense.
Oh yeah.
So where are relationship goals
when we first
started dating?
I think the main relationship goal for me when we first started dating was actually to continue dating, not to break up, for our relationship to be successful. Because like I said, I didn't want to be in one relationship and then break up and then be in another one. So it was just the main goal was to actually let that relationship live.
I think for me, my relationship goals were to essentially find a woman that I could look after, and because growing up and also my surrounding, those people that I admire, the people that I looked up to, had really decent relationships, and you can see by the way that they treated their wives, the way that they speak about their wives, and the way that they advised, the younger guys about.
So it's literally kind of that same thing.
Yeah,
so having that sort of relationship, faithful,
exactly, a faithful relationship.
Definitely.
So when we started talking, I made sure that it was going along that line in a sense.
Definitely.
So that was the goal, those were the goals that I had in mind.
Yeah. It wasn't just to. I mean, of course, the background that we came from, we would never date someone who wasn't with God, who didn't have a relationship with God. Not
necessarily. I mean, I think it's just an individual thing whereby that's what we did not want.
Yeah, that's what I said. The background we came from. That's what we want. You don't listen. He doesn't listen. God.
Okay, calm down. Point taken. I understand.
We would not date someone who didn't have the same faith as us. We would only date someone who had a relationship with God and of course took it seriously, because we wouldn't want to be in a relationship with someone, or I wouldn't want to be in a relationship with someone who had nothing to do with God.
Indeed, because their goals would be different. Indeed.
So that's why we're here. But anyway, past that now, what is our new relationship goals? We're engaged now, we're getting married in 4 months. What's the goal?
Of course, to get a house.
Yes, to get a house, to have a roof over our head.
Indeed.
And definitely the wedding is very important. The wedding day is important. So have a good wedding day, because of course it's only going to happen once with us. So it has to be, yes, we're not going to go crazy and throw crazy, things going on, but it has to be something that we are happy with.
Exactly.
It can't just be a small do. It has to be something that our friends and family are there to celebrate with us. So we do want to have a good wedding.
Indeed.
And celebrate that day to the fullest.
Yeah.
And beyond that, when we do get married, have a secure marriage.
Financially speaking, also
bringing the money.
Yeah, exactly. Financially speaking, I mean, for instance, you can't just find a guy or find a woman, and then just because you look good together, you post a photo online and you get thousands of likes or hundreds of likes, and then you think, yes, I found my husband. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, okay, fair enough, that's fine, but the likes aren't going to pay for the bills.
The likes aren't going to keep him in your bed at night.
Exactly. So I mean, there are so much things that one needs to take into consideration before going ahead and saying, okay, this is the person. It's just I think this whole relationship goals is just a fantasy, man.
Yeah, it is a massive fantasy because you can never ever see a picture and think, okay, that's what I want.
Yeah.
Like, you want the picture, really? You don't know what's going on in that relationship, so you can't really take that and be like, that's my goal for my own life. Like, I would never do that. I would never comment on someone's picture
I think
and be like, relationship goals for myself.
I don't want people to, of course, take us in a wrong way and not understand where we're coming from.
Yeah.
It's a good thing to have relationship goals.
Yeah.
However, there is the actual, real relationship goals and online.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay, that's very true. That's a good point, because if you know the couple that you're talking about, and you know what they're going through, and you know how they treat one another, and you know that the relationship is a solid, happy relationship,
healthy relationship,
fair enough, it's a relationship goal.
Exactly.
But I'm saying about people who don't know
like,
that
you don't know them.
person,
Do you know what I mean?
them at all. You just see a nice cute photo, and you're like,
Google or whatever, and then just say, relationship goals.
Yeah, but you don't really know. So that's what I mean. I don't mean if you know the person and things are good with that person, then follow. Yeah. For sure, relationship goals. We know of relationships that are admirable.
Indeed.
So definitely. We know that is something we would work towards, and it's not like relationship goals.
Well, not only that alone. I mean, I think you can pick and choose what are the goals in certain relationships, in a sense. Like, take for instance, there are people that we know, family members that we know. I can remember one in particular who she definitely makes reference to every single time, and she admires, the planning and the coming together of these couples, and essentially where they've come in life. So every time because they're a lot older than we are, so every time we are striving towards a certain target, she's always making reference to these couples and stuff like that. So that's one thing. Why are you staring at me like that?
Oh, because I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, don't worry, no need for names. But that's one thing you do all the time. Like, you're always making, take for instance so and so, like they're this, they're that, so they've been through this. So even at hard times, I'm always like, you know what, that's a good example whenever you use so and so as the relationship goals.
Okay, cool.
I'll tell you off camera. Actually, 1 second.
Alright, cool. Yeah, I actually thought that's what you were talking about at the end, but at the start I was like, who the heck are you talking about, man? Basically, as I was saying before, what about if you're in a relationship and that relationship isn't a healthy one, but of course everyone knows that you're in that relationship, and you might have so many pictures on social media and people are liking it, commenting on it, calling it relationship goals, but you know what's going on in that relationship and you know it's not a right relationship for you. So what do? Do you actually break it off, or do you remain in it because it is a relationship goal?
I mean, it goes without saying you should come out of the relationship.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
definitely.
But I don't see. I don't know.
Would you come out of the relationship? Imagine if it was you. You had many likes, many comments, many reposts. Would you come out of the relationship?
Knowing myself, I'm out.
You would come out.
I don't care. I'm gone.
Cool. I'm out too, because
I'm gone.
I wouldn't even encourage the person I'm dating to even post anything.
So that's why you should be careful with social media when you're dating.
Yeah. What about us? What did we do?
Like, we didn't post nothing.
We posted zero
for 2 years.
Pictures, zero. Nothing. No one knew who I was.
Facebook,
no, we were never seen together in a picture on social media until we were engaged.
Nothing at all, because I didn't want a third party getting involved in our relationship.
Yeah.
At that time, because
it can sway you.
It could just, you know what I mean? It could sway you. it can prevent you from making
the right decisions
because of, you know, who is watching you in a sense.
There's that pressure to remain in that relationship because everybody knows you're in that relationship.
Take for example this example I'm going to give, alright? Sometimes when you say you're going to do something, like you can cancel, you can decide not to do it because you know it's your own rule. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then again, sometimes when you say you're going to do something and you put it out there, and other people have, you know, perhaps are relying on you to do this thing, you wouldn't want to cancel. Why? Because you've put it out there now. If you cancel, you come across as an idiot.
Unreliable,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, unreliable.
So like people just like,
serious.
come on, are you serious? You're gonna do this? You're not doing it. But the whole point was we didn't want to go ahead and put things out there, not because we weren't sure, but we just didn't want anyone else's opinion to cloud our judgment.
Yeah. So in case, for example, like obviously this didn't happen, but say for example within the dating period we realized we weren't right for each other.
Yeah.
We could have at any point ended it and just been like, okay, you know what, we've ended the relationship, we're not together anymore. But there's no need to remove hundreds of pictures from Facebook, hundreds of pictures from Instagram. There's none of that. We could just break it off and walk our separate ways. Whereas, not saying you can't post pictures, but it just makes it just adds that pressure. You know?
Adds to it. It adds a lot to it because I mean.
Or you might not even be happy in that relationship, but because everybody knows you're in that relationship, you just stay there where you shouldn't really have to do that. If you're not happy, then walk away and find someone who makes you happy.
Exactly.
Or, you know, if it's not a healthy relationship, you know, they're abusing you or, you know,
some people, I'll be honest with you, some people actually just want to feel loved. Mostly girls, they just want to feel loved. They just want to feel as though, like, you know what, I have a man.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care what's going on. I'm just gonna, you know, show to people out there that, okay, you know what, we're happy.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
perhaps maybe when things go wrong, they don't, you know, they think twice about perhaps maybe walking away or showing the true, you know, identity of what's happening. Those just still go ahead and try to keep up the image in a sense.
Yeah. But so what we're saying, the reason for this video is that not to keep up appearances.
Exactly.
If you see you're not in a happy relationship.
Not to keep up appearances, but then don't be fooled also by appearances and thinking that's a goal.
Yeah,
you know
very true, because you don't know what's happening.
You don't know what's going on.
So if it is you that is in a relationship and you're not really happy with it, and yes, you may have like pictures on social media, or you might have Instagram followers who love all your pictures, then don't make that be the reason why you stay in that relationship. Think about yourself, think about the future, and walk out of it knowing that at the end of the day you will find your real relationship goal and not what people think is a relationship goal.
Exactly.
And of course, to outside people who may be single or, you know, maybe looking outside in to someone else's relationship and say, oh, that's a relationship goal, I want that. But you're in a relationship, your relationship is fine. Like, don't think because somebody are together, they look good together, they look cute, they have beautiful outfits.
I think, sorry.
Like, don't feel that that is what you have to be like.
I think everyone's relationship goals
is different.
It's unique and different. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I admire our relationship.
Yeah, I do.
Because we're not really the most cheesiest people in the world.
Oh, we not?
But of course, I love her. I really do.
I love her too.
Made me cry.
See, that's cheesy.
Big man don't cry. Bad man.
That's cheesy.
Bad man don't cry. I'm from Ends, you know.
Stop, it's cheese.
Alright, cool. Anyways, as I was saying, and
you admire our relationship.
I admire our relationship, alright. And I think every person or everyone else just need to know that, you know what, like, my relationship is going to be different. So when I see someone else is doing this and they're good on them, they're having fun, they're good, they're happy, but I don't want to think that, okay, if I'm not happy as they are, if I'm not doing what they're doing, if I'm not going out, if I'm not taking pictures of the food that we eat, if I'm not doing this, then I am not in a relationship, or I'm not, you know,
in a good or happy
relationship.
No,
just
you are.
Make your own way, pave your own way, have your own goals in a sense. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Fair enough, you can be influenced by people that are doing good.
That's fine.
But do you know what I mean? Like,
don't see it as the be all and end all, and that's it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So don't look at our relationship and say, oh, goals. Fair enough. If we're saying things that inspires you right now, amen, that's fine. Go ahead and take it as a goal. But don't expect to be like we are. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Because you're unique, you're different.
You're unique, you're different.
Your relationship is unique and it's different.
Yeah, sorry babes. The way that you would show love to your partner, you know, that you love your partner, would be different from the way that we do. So perhaps maybe some people might look at us and say, they never kiss. They never do this online. They never hug each other online and Nah, they don't love each other.
Yeah.
Like, that's not goals. Like, perhaps maybe, like, we don't need to do that to show to you that, oh yeah, we are in love or whatever. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
People's goals are different. So, yeah.
That's what it is.
Exactly. That's what it is, man.
That's what it is.
A piece of the real. Ooh.
I want to say something, but my brain is just not connecting.
That's because this hot piece of specimen is sitting right in front of you.
I know, right?
The way you look at me, Susan.
How are you looking?
Why are you staring at me like that?
Like I want to devour you.
Come on, that's British.
Anyway.
So yeah.
So yeah, I mean, feel free to. Are we wrapping up?
Yeah.
So feel free to write down any questions you have on the bottom. If you want to ask us a question, if you've got anything in mind, or you have any videos, certain topics that you want us to cover, then go ahead and let us know.
Go ahead, as of course, and follow us on our social media account. Instagram,
Facebook,
Snapchat,
everything. Like our video, share our video.
Indeed.
And subscribe.
Subscribe. So right now, I'm hungry and we need to get to the wedding.
We gotta go to the reception.
We gotta go. So
Alright, till next time.
Peace out, people.